Welcome to part 2 of our Central New South Wales trip. Hi, my name is Rosemary, one half of R&R Living Life, the other being my husband Rick. Together we are making our way towards Central New South Wales. I have put together some of the photographs I have taken to show where we have been. I hope you enjoy watching. We leave our camp in Grafton and make our way along the old Glen Innes road to Newton Boyd, past Buckarumby, Namboida National Park and Dalmorton, through spectacular mountain ranges, along the Clarence, Namboida and Boyd rivers, through narrow cuttings and the convict-built tunnel. The countryside was forever changing as we reminisced about long ago trips up and down the road. I had views of dramatic rock formations, steep inclines, sharp corners, and a very, very narrow dirt road in places. The floods of last year had played havoc on the rivers, with many trees having been washed over and major repairs needing to be carried out on the road. The old road from Grafton via Dalmorton and Newton Boyd was constructed using civilian labour during the 1800s and was completed around 1869. It was the main route for transport to and from the Northern Tablelands. During the 1920s, some larger holdings in the area were subdivided and converted to dairy farming, and a cheese factory opened at Newton Boyd. A sawmill opened around the same time, and timber getting in the nearby forest was also an occupation. Dalmorton, an old gold mining town, gradually faded away after World War II, with the new Gwydir Highway between Glen Innes and Grafton, making Dalmorton a backwater. Buildings that survived the termites were carted away. Much of the area is reserved as national parks or state forest. Dalmorton was once a thriving gold rush town with over 5,000 people and 13 pubs during the 1850s and 1860s. There is very little left of the town. Guy Fawkes National Park is the second largest wilderness area in northern New South Wales, comprising of 100,590 hectares on the eastern edge of the New England Tablelands and the western edge of the Dorrigo Plateau. tunnel is 70 foot or 20 metres and was cleaved and blasted through Dalmorton Bluff in 1866, connecting 50 kilometres of cuttings built by poorly paid labour. The area known as Newton Boyd consists of the valleys of the Hunter River and much of the upper part of the Man River. The land in the valley bottoms is mostly cleared for agriculture and mainly used for grazing. The forested areas are either part of Nimboida National Park or Gibraltar Range National Park. During the 1920s, some larger holdings in the area were subdivided and converted to dairy farming, and a cheese factory opened at Newton Boyd. A sawmill opened around the same time, and timber getting in the nearby forest was also an occupation. There was also once a post office in the area. The isolated Newton Boyd School was once a one-teacher school approximately halfway between Glen Innes and Grafton, but is sadly in need of attention. There is little left of the village of Newton Boyd other than a war memorial. The school and Camp Draft sports grounds were such an important part of the community and are now in such poor condition. Once we had made it to Newton Boyd, we returned to Grafton along the same road, sometimes commenting on things we had missed on the way up, places like the pine trees that had special memories, people who had lived in the area and what it was like living there. It is sometimes sad to see the places we had once visited falling into disrepair. We leave behind Grafton, the gateway to the wild rivers, ravishing gorges and the ancient rainforests of nearby Gwydir National Park and the mighty Clarence River, and make our way up the Gwydir Highway through steep, rugged escarpments, pristine bush, across the Man River at Jackadgery, before we tackle the Gibraltar Range and Washpool National Park. Washpool is the largest remaining wilderness rainforest in New South Wales and has the world's tallest strand of coachwood rainforest, while the nearby Gibraltar Range is best known for its dramatic granite outcrops and its spectacular wildflower displays in the spring. Glen Innes was gazetted all the way back in 1852, although graziers had been settling in the area for some time beforehand. On the outskirts we passed the land of the Beardies. The story goes that two of the district's early stockmen were well known for their long beards, and the region became known as the land of the Beardies, a name that has stuck. Glen Innes is also the Celtic capital and boasts its own Stonehenge, comprising of 40 granite rocks, some of which weigh more than 30 tonnes, arranged in a solar-aligned stone circle. We made our camp in the historic showgrounds. Known for being cold, we thankfully missed the -10 degrees early morning temperature, but did wake up to -6 the following morning. The showgrounds are a wonderful example of the rich pastoral history that has existed in the area, showcasing many aspects of rural life, bringing together town and country people to celebrate all areas of daily life. Men, women and children all played in the hand in making the show a great event. Sideshow Alley was always a popular attraction for the young at heart, while the show pavilions displayed wonderful exhibits from children's schoolwork to mum's prize cooking to vegetables of all shapes and sizes, not to mention the cattle, horses, sheep, poultry, machinery displays, woodcutting and show jumping. It was a wonderful time for me and brought back memories of days long gone. I hope you have enjoyed watching this episode of our travels. Join us on our next leg as we continue our travels as it takes us closer to central western New South Wales.